Hello and welcome. So, given a circle, center C, two tangent lines, various lengths, find the missing information. Now, let's get started. First off, tangent line means you have a line that is tangent to the circle, meaning that it only intersects the circle at one point, which is our E and H there. Those are points of tangency. Now, why we care about this is two things we automatically know. One, that the radius from the center to the outside is intersecting at a right angle with the tangent lines, right? Both radii there. Now, that's not really important to what we're going to be doing, right? The second property that we know is that this intersection point between two tangent lines, the distance from your point of tangency to that intersection is going to be the same distance for both segments, meaning that the negative 12x plus 12 is going to be the same distance as the negative 16x minus 14. And we care about this because, bam, that sets up your relation right then and there, which means you can solve the equation. So I'm going to add the 16x. Why? Why not? Right? It doesn't matter whether you add the 16x or add the 12x, you'll get the same answer either way. Okay, so then we have 4x plus 12 equals negative 14, which means we subtract 12 both sides, and we get 4x equals negative 26. Divide by 4 both sides, and we get x equals, and then from there, negative 26 fourths. Now be careful, this says not just an exact answer, meaning fraction, but it also means a simplified exact answer. Now notice that 26 and 4 are both even numbers. You know at least 2 is going into these things, right? 2 goes into 4 twice, into 26, negative 13 times, because that's a negative number. Don't forget about that. So we get negative 13 halves as our x value. There you go. Bam. And you are done, right? As soon as you make sure that your x value is working, right? Meaning that if we plug it back into the original, we get positive values and not 0, obviously. So if we plug our x in here, we get negative 16 times negative 13 halves minus 14. Negative 16 times negative 13 halves is going to give us positive 104 minus 14 is 90. That's positive. It's not an issue. Negative 12 times our negative 13 halves, right, plus 12 is also going to give us 90, which you'll notice is the same, which, as they should be, we know that they're the same distance, which means they should be the same number when we plug x back in. So you know for sure that's a valid answer. Even though it's negative, it's okay. As long as you plug it back in and you get a positive answer back, that is what matters the most here. Alrighty, thanks for watching.